Hey guys, so today I'm here to film a video about Arctic Fox hair color. So if you are new here, I dyed my hair orange in September with Pulp Riot, and I did a video about how that fades. And so I thought I would do kind of a similar video about how Arctic Fox fades. It's a little bit dark right now, so I'll take you closer to the window after to show you guys what it looks like, but I wanted to do like kind of a first check-in. So before you get this video, subscribe to my channel. I upload every Tuesday and Thursday, and I will leave my Pulp Riot video and me dyeing my hair with my Arctic Fox color linked down below if you want to check those out. So I dyed my hair with Sunset Orange and Cosmic Sunshine on October 20th. Cosmic Sunshine is a beautiful color, but it's a little red toned of an orange, so adding Cosmic Sunshine in really helps to make it more like pumpkin-y orange, and the color was divine. I will insert a picture here of what it looked like after I dyed it. We stan. Since then, I've washed my hair 5 times, which is 10 shampoos for me. I always double shampoo my hair. I let my hair go a week without without washing it, and so by the time I get to wash day, my hair is dirty as fuck and needs a double shampoo. It's just how it is. I mean, if I didn't do that, I would have to wash my hair more often. I have to shampoo it twice in a week anyways, so like I don't really see how it would make a difference if I was doing 2 showers a week or 1 shower with a double shampoo. So after my first double shampoo, of course, it did fade. I am using the Olaplex shampoo, and I use high-end conditioners. I kind of switch it up every time. And I do wash my hair in lukewarm water. I know that if you want your color to last longer, you can wash your hair in cold water. But I also know that it is the winter in Canada, and if you think I'm standing my ass in a cold shower, you're on crack. It's just not happening. I'm not in a salon. I don't have the option of just putting my head in a sink, and I don't think that like when you like bend your hair over a sink, it's just not as easy to wash it and get all the gunk out of it. So I wash my hair in the shower and I use lukewarm water, okay? I make it as cold as I can possibly stand, but it's definitely not cold water because I don't want to. After my first double shampoo, the hair had obviously faded, but it was still a beautiful orange color. And then even still after 2 shampoos, I felt like the color was still gorgeous. Definitely again had faded a lot more. And then after 3 shampoos, we're getting into like light territory. I didn't take a picture after my 4th shampoo because like I just forgot. And then this is after my 5th shampoo. I feel like after 3, 4, and 5, they're all very similar with just minor fading. Like it's still pretty much in the same realm. I will say I do think that Arctic Fox is lasting much better than Pulp Riot did. So like I said, overall, I do think that compared to Pulp Riot, which is what I'm kind of comparing this to because it's all about finding what lasts longer for me personally. Compared to Pulp Riot, I do think that Arctic Fox is lasting longer. I'm going to show you 1 wash versus 1 wash here on the screen. Pulp Riot over here, Arctic Fox over here, so you guys can kind of see the difference. Same with 2 washes and 2 washes. So I think in the first 2 washes, they both faded a lot, but Pulp Riot faded like astronomically higher than Arctic Fox did. So far, I'm feeling Arctic Fox better. I did pick up a new product recently called the Amika Fade Block Pre-Shampoo Color Seal. So I'm going to be trying that out the next time I dye my hair. But I do want to kind of let it fade a little bit more first. And also, it is November 28th today. So I'm trying to have my hair be as orange as possible at Christmas time. So I'm going to probably suffer through some faded hair throughout early December so that I have as orange, so that I can like dye my hair later in December. Priorities, guys. So I just wanted to bring you kind of more in front of the window to show you what the color looks like. So again, like we're faded, but not like Pulp Riot was fading. So like right now, I kind of feel like I look more, this to me looks more like a, would I say like a natural ginger orange? Do you know what I mean? Like it looks more like a realistic, like kind of like a, what we would call a ginger hairstyle, like hair color, but it still has a little bit more orange to it. So this is where we are at 5 washes. I will probably be doing check-ins for the next few washes. So yeah, let's see how she lasts through December. Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks since I filmed the first part of this video, and I have washed my hair 2 more times. Now I will say I washed my hair with hot water both times, because when you have colored hair and you have to wash your hair in cold water, you reach a point where like your hair is faded so much that you're like, do I care anymore enough to torture myself with a cold shower in the middle of December in Canada? The answer is no. Also, to follow up with that, I got a brand new rain head shower put in my shower, and like we redid the shower completely with a new bathtub and stuff. So it was like my first shower in the new shower, and like I could not have my first shower in cold water, just not an option. So we did hot water. But as you can see, the color has definitely faded, but honestly not as much as I expected it to. Like it's definitely a faded orange, but it's not to that place where it's like basically blonde with an orange tinge, like kind of a strawberry blonde. It's definitely more like, I guess I would call it ginger. So at this point, I counted it. I have washed my hair 6 times since dyeing it, which is 12 shampoos because I always double wash my hair. There was a comment on my last video about Pulp Riot being like, obviously you wash your hair so much, and like I don't think 1 double shampoo once a week is so much. Like my hair gets dirty if I don't wash it for a week. I have to double shampoo it. I don't know who you are if you don't, but my hair isn't that dry. It's pretty dry, so I can go a pretty long time, but I think a lot of people wash their hair twice a week. So for me, 2 washes once a week is kind of the same thing. And again, keep in mind I use Olaplex shampoo, and I generally wash it in lukewarm/cool water, but the last 2 washes, like I said, have been in hot water because sometimes you just want to have a nice hot shower, okay? I can't, and like body showers don't count to me because like they're not like when you're washing your hair and like doing your whole body situation, that's an experience, you know? You know if you know. So like I said, we are 6 weeks into shampooing coloring my hair, and honestly I could probably go another couple weeks. I want to lean in because this is what it is. It's like, it's 4:30 p.m., which means it's like pitch black outside, and I just have my ring light on, so I just want to make sure you guys can see the color truly. Like I could probably go another couple weeks with this. Like I mentioned in my Pulp Riot video, when you dye your hair a fashion color, you kind of hit like a plateau in the fading process where it's just like, this is what your hair looks like now. Like it hits a fade and it kind of just stays there, and it doesn't really fade a lot lighter than that. And I kind of think this is my plateau because like I said, it's not really fading like it was before. There's no orange coming out of my hair in the shower like there was in the beginning. So overall, I think this is kind of like what the base is. Now right now it is December 13th. I want to dye my hair before Christmas because I'm crazy and I love Christmas. I just want my hair to look cute for Christmas. Like I'm not doing anything because like pandemic things, but like still. I'm gonna make my husband take a picture with me in front of the Christmas tree, and the hair needs to look cute. So I'll probably dye it. I just dropped my phone on the floor, sorry. So I'll probably dye it before Christmas, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of what it looks like right now. This video has kind of turned into like an Arctic Fox Volt versus Pulp Riot video because Pulp Riot is the original color I used, but I will say overall, Arctic Fox has lasted way longer. I went back and looked at my old video and also looked at pictures, and like I totally forgot that Pulp Riot was basically blonde in 3 weeks, which is 3 washes, which is 6 shampoos, and I am right now at double the time. And if you look at my original pictures of what I dyed with hair with Pulp Riot and what I dyed it with Arctic Fox, my Pulp Riot color was definitely a little bit darker than the Arctic Fox. So the fact that it even faded quicker and it was already a darker color to start with is a little bit wild to me. So yeah, I definitely think that Arctic Fox lasted way longer on my hair. Now, I do have to discuss Arctic Fox as a brand. Now, as a brand, when you look at it overall, it looks like a good deal because they donate 15% of their profits, I believe, to animal charities. But the brand is also owned by a YouTuber who is named Kristen Leanne, and she has dabbled in problematic things. She has had dramas, but they've always been like really minor dramas. One was a beauty brand put out it was either a highlighter palette or a face palette that was clearly geared towards dark skin, and they did the thing where they post the swatches on light skin, medium skin, and dark skin, and she like quote tweeted or replied and was like, what is even the point of swatching this on light skin? This clearly will not work for anyone other than darker skin. And everyone was kind of like, how tone deaf can you be when dark skinned people have to deal with this their entire lives, and the second you're excluded for 1 second, you're out here crying about it. But I can also see that as just being like a misconception of what she was saying. I think she was like, maybe she was just saying, why would you even swatch it on darker skin? But the same could be said that they do it all the time the other way around. So that happened. She also has a video where she goes through all of her tattoos, and one of her tattoos, I believe on her leg, is a can of Heinz beans. And it's a tattoo with one of her best friends who is Mexican, and because they call him a word associated with beans as a nickname, but I believe that most people who are Latino, Latina, Mexican would call that a slur. I've been seeing it called a slur, so that's why I'm not saying the word, because I'm white. And I know you kind of, again, you're into that wishy-washy area of like, well, someone told her it was fine to say of that descent, but like, I kind of think that one person can't speak for the whole. And yeah, and again, these are all like little problematic things, but then she moved to Nashville recently, started dating this new guy who is a firefighter, and there is clear evidence from his posts that he's a Trump supporter. And if you missed my video on Amanda Ensing being a Trump supporter, I don't want to support Trump supporters, and I believe that if you are dating or married to a Trump supporter, you are also kind of in that. Like, I could not be married to somebody who doesn't believe in gay rights, trans rights, equal rights for women, Black Lives Matter, etc. So I don't subscribe to that whole like we can have different views and still get along thing when it comes to human rights. It's just not who I am. And to further point on that, Kristen Leanne had Thanksgiving with Amanda Ensing, the newfound Trump supporter, who actually tweeted the other day that Trump is still the president. Like, he won the election. She's crazy. So Amanda Ensing and Kristen Leanne had Thanksgiving together, which just kind of further solidifies that when Amanda Ensing was talking about influencers who reached out to her who wouldn't come forward with why they were Trump supporters, one of those is definitely Kristen Leanne. So I just want to put it out there that this is something to consider when purchasing from Arctic Fox. The owner is a Trump supporter. So take that as you will. I have Arctic Fox still. I have some of my color left over, Cosmic Sunshine and Sunset Orange, so I will be using that to re-dye my hair. But going forward, that'll probably be done this time I do the dye, and going forward I'm going to look for another brand because I don't want to support Arctic Fox. I understand if your views are differently, or if like Arctic Fox is the only thing you can get in your area and it's the only thing affordable and accessible to you, that's totally fine. Like I definitely don't believe in like demonizing people who can't afford access to other things for like supporting evil brands. Like everyone talking about, oh, don't support Amazon because they're trash. Like, yeah, you're right, I don't want to support Amazon, but I also can't get tons of shit in Canada. I can't order from small brands because I'm not paying $20 for shipping and then $10 for import fees when I could get it for cheaper on Amazon. That's a whole other topic, but I'm just saying I probably won't support Arctic Fox going forward. I've been definitely like veering towards that over the years, and then this just kind of solidified it for me. If you don't support human rights, I can't support you, and I would rather my money go to a better cause. There's also some like whispering of her not treating her animals the best, like buying exotic animals and not, I think it's more so like not knowing how to take care of them properly and then they die, but I don't know enough about that situation to touch on it. I'm just saying it's out there. If you want to research it, research it. I'm pretty sure there's threads on Reddit about her. So yeah, that is kind of my little roundabout way of discussing the Arctic Fox owner, because I do think when you're supporting a brand, you're supporting their owner. It's why I don't support Jeffree Star Cosmetics, even though some of his makeup looks beautiful and I really want to try it. I won't do it because there are just better brands out there. I'm thinking I'm going to try Manic Panic next because I know to me, and I think a lot of people, Manic Panic like just feels like childy, like it feels like it's child's hair stuff, but I think it's because it's the one that's most accessible to everyone. It's what everyone used in high school to try to destroy their hair. But I don't think I've ever used Manic Panic, and I want to try it just to see how it lasts. And I also just saw there's a YouTuber named AKA Aislinn who does a lot of hair dyeing videos. She always has rainbow hair and it looks flawless. And she used Iro hair dye the other day and it looked so gorgeous. So I might look into purchasing that. But again, for me, it'll just depend what I can get in Canada affordably, because like I'm not paying ridiculous amounts of shipping, especially for hair dye, because, and for a fashion color hair dye, because it fades so quickly. Overtone's also something I wanted to look into, but I also want to see kind of what other brands Sally's has. Like they might have like Pravana and stuff that I can just pick up in like similar colors. So that's kind of where I'm at. Overall, I will say, regardless of what the owner stands for, the color faded really beautifully. Definitely way better than Pulp Riot. Like I literally like twice the amount of time than Pulp Riot. So if you want a color that's going to fade quickly, like you just want it to be temporary, go for it. Pulp Riot's great for that, and I did think it faded nicely, but it will fade super fast. Faded in 3 weeks with me, whereas, which is 6 washes though, so if you only wash your, who only washes their hair once a week and just does a single shampoo though? I don't think that's possible, but 6 washes, whereas this lasted 12 washes in me, 6 weeks, so it's kind of up to you on what you want, but from my perspective, I'm looking for something that's going to last as long as possible, because I don't care if it's a pain in the ass to take out. Like, I will happily bleach back my hair to get this out. I'm not that concerned with it. So yeah. And also I'm planning on staying orange for a while. I usually, like once I decide on a color, I like stay that color for at least a couple months before I change it. So we're loving the orange vibes here. We're definitely gonna stay orange. I'm gonna dye my hair again before Christmas. I probably won't film it, like I said, because I am doing Arctic Fox for it. And I already have a video coloring my hair. I will link it down below. But yeah, overall, I definitely think that Arctic Fox is the better color of the two. Pulp Riot, like there were also some comments on my last video saying that Pulp Riot is like better for your hair, and like, sure, maybe, but but I don't care that much. Like, I don't think it's that damaging. My hair does not feel damaged when I use it, and also damaging your hair, if you're not like bleaching your hair off, it's very easy to correct the damage by taking care of your hair. I'm using hair oils every day. I'm using deep conditioning masks every time I wash my hair, like repairing masks, strengthening masks. So like I take care of my hair, and she's very healthy, if I do say so myself. So I would rather have a dye that's a little bit more damaging on my hair for the first application, and then have it last longer, just saying. Because then I have to dye it less, which probably is better for my hair anyways. So that is how how Arctic Fox fades on my hair. Let me know down below. Again, this is just for orange hair. I definitely think different colors fade differently. Oranges and reds, I think, fade a lot faster. It's something about the way the molecules stay in the hair. That's above my pay grade. I am not a hairstylist. I'm just a girl who likes fun hair colors. So yeah, this is how this faded in my hair. Let me know down below if you've used Arctic Fox before and what you think about it. Also, let me know if there's any other good fashion brands that I should look, like fashion color brands that I should look into. I'm going for like a kind of vibrant pumpkin orange color. So if there's any good brands that are available out there, let me know down below, because I definitely want to check out a different brand next time. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!